All right. Today concept is overriding. Overloading already we discussed. Today concept is overriding. What do you mean by overriding? If at all a function existing, if at all a function existing parent class, if at all a function existing in parent class, then that function, if we write in child class, then that concept is overriding. If at all a function existing in parent class, then that function, if we write in child class, then that concept is overriding. If at all a function existing in parent class, then that function, if we write in child class, then that concept is called overriding. That whatever we have in parent class function should be there in child class. In child class, if you want any extra functions, you can write it. But whatever we have in parent class, that function should be there in child class. That concept is called overriding. Or we can say another definition. If at all a function existing in one class, then that function, if we write in another class, then that concept is called overriding. If at all a function existing in one class, then that function, if we write in another class, then that concept is called overriding. Whatever we have in first class function should be there in next class functions. Compulsory we should have whatever we have in first class function should be there in next class. Should be there in next class. That concept is called overriding. That concept is called overriding. If at all a function existing in parent class, that function should be there in child class. Whatever we have in parent class function should be there in child class. In child class, if you want any extra functions, you can write it, but that parent class function should be there in child class. That concept is called overriding. As well as we will discuss interface also. So both are connecting concepts. So now go to Eclipse. Have you practiced yesterday's session, madam?
Only I just followed whatever you told, that's all. I didn't try anything new.
Once try it, madam, you can get number of doubts, madam. So after writing the program, you can get number of doubts.
Yeah. Maybe tomorrow I'll ask you more.
Right. Today concept is overriding. Go to SRC, take the new project, new class. Go to SRC, take the new class. Class name is model 1. I'm taking one class. That class name is model 1. Click on finish. I'm taking only one class. I'm taking only one class only. I'm not taking any main method. I'm not keeping any mark. Just I'm taking only class model 1. Click on finish.
Yeah.
Only I'm taking class only. Only I'm taking class only.
Yeah.
So here I'm writing one function, some functions, public void call. I'm writing function body, model 1 call, model 1 call. I'm writing three functions, reject, model 1 reject, message, model 1 message. I'm writing three functions. I'm taking one class. I'm writing three functions. Model 1 call, model 1 reject, model 1 message. Save. I'm taking another class. Go to SRC. Take the new class. I'm taking model 2. So here also I'm writing three functions. One is call, model 2 call, model 2 reject, message, model 2 message. Next I am writing WhatsApp, model 2 WhatsApp. I'm taking one class, model 2 class. I'm writing functions call, reject, message and WhatsApp. So whatever we have in parent class, this model 1 is a parent class, model 2 is a child class. So whatever we have in parent class function should be there in child class. So in model 2 we have all parent class functions. Now go to SRC, new class. I'm taking another class, overriding. Keep the mark public static void main, click on finish. So I want to call the model 1 functions. So how we can call? All are non-static. Public void call.
Non-static.
All are non-static. If it is non-static, what we need to do? So we need to create the object. How to create the object? So class name model 1, reference name M1 equal to
And one is equal
new
to
model.
new model.
New model. M1 dot call we can get. M1 dot message we can get. M1 dot reject we can get. M1 dot WhatsApp we can get. No, there is no WhatsApp in model 1. So I want to call the model 2 functions also. Model 2 M2 equal to new model M2 dot call, M2 dot reject, M2 dot message, M2 dot WhatsApp. So whatever we have in parent class function should be there in child class. So that concept is called overriding. If at all a function existing in parent class, then that function, if we write in child class, then that concept is called overriding. So connecting concept to next concept to connecting concept, interface. Today next concept interface. What is interface? What is interface? Interface is something. Interface is something created between two somethings. Interface is something created between two somethings. For example, we have two somethings. In between two somethings, I'm giving something. So that is called interface. Interface is something created between two somethings. In between two somethings, I'm giving something. So that is called interface. For example, what is interface? I will explain you with a small example. For example, iPhone. In iPhone, we have different models like 3SO, 4SO, 5SO, 6SO, 7SO, 8S. We have different models. Finally, iPhone people decided they want to maintain some common features in each and every model. They want to maintain some common features in each and every model. They want to maintain some common features. Features means functions. They want to maintain some common functions in each and every model. So if they want to introduce any model into market, first of all, they will keep this whatever they want to maintain some common feature that they will keep in one interface. First, they want to maintain some common features in each and every model. So first of all, they are creating one interface. They are creating one interface. They are creating one interface. They are keeping some common functions. They want to maintain call function. They want to maintain commonly. Reject, message. These three functions they want to maintain commonly. That's the reason they are keeping an interface. If they
Yeah.
want to introduce any model into market, first of all, they will install this interface. After that, if they want to add any extra feature, they can add it. But whatever interface functions, whatever we have in interface function should be there in each and every model. If at all any interface function missing, automatically it will show error. So this
Okay.
iPhone people, they want to maintain some common features in each and every model. That's the reason they are what they want to maintain some common features. They are keeping an interface. They are keeping in an interface. So if they want to introduce any model into market, first of all, they will install this interface first of all. After that, if they want to any extra feature, they can add it. But whatever it is, if it is any model compulsory, that model should contain these interface functions. So that's the reason they are keeping an interface. Each and every model having this interface functions or not, we can check it. If it is three function, if it is only three functions, we can check it. Each and every iPhone having thousands of functions, thousands of features. So if you want to check manually, it is very difficult. That's the reason they are keeping an interface. If they want to introduce any model into market, first of all, they will install that interface. If at all any interface function missing, automatically it will show error. So each and every model having this interface functions or not, we can check it using this interface concept. So already we have model 1 and model 2 classes. So each and every model having this interface functions or not, we can check it using this interface concept. If it is there, it will not show any error. If it is any function missing, automatically it will show error. Automatically it will show error. Go to Eclipse. So first of all, I'm creating one interface. Go to SRC, how to create interface. Right click on SRC, take the new interface. Directly we can take just like class only. Just right click on SRC, take the new interface. I'm
Interface.
taking interface name is iPhone. Click on finish. Here I'm writing interface. Public void call. Public void message. Public void reject. So, what is the main difference between class function and interface function? Madam, tell me what is the
There
main
could be
difference? Hmm.
there could be different classes, but there could be very little of the interfaces with the same qualities, right?
Mm,
Where you use where the interface can be reused many times, right? Without wasting time in writing the same things.
what is the I'm asking what is the main difference between class function. So I have taken one class model 2 model 1 class. I wrote one function public void call system.out.println model 1 call. Okay, in the iPhone I am writing one function, that is the call function only I am writing. But what is the main difference between call function and sorry, interface function and class function?
Interface, you call the functions, right? You
No, no,
call the
no, no.
classes, I think.
Class function having function body, interface function don't have any function body. Here is any body, madam?
Come again?
Class function.
No.
Class function having function body, madam. This is the function body.
Okay.
Interface function don't have any function body. That is the main difference between class function and interface function.
Okay, okay, okay.
Right. Now I want to check each and every model having these interface functions or not. So I'm going to model 1. I'm checking model 1 having these interface functions or not. I want to check. So just model 1 implements iPhone.
iPhone, okay.
So it is not showing an error. Whatever we have in interface, that function should be here. Call, reject, message. Both are highlighted. Observe carefully, madam. So that means if it is any function missing, automatically it will show error.
Okay.
Model 1 showing error. Why? Because there is no call function. That's the reason it is showing error. Next, model 1 having interface function, so it will not show any error. Come to model 2. Come to, sorry. Come to model 2. Model 2 implements iPhone. Call reject message function highlighted, WhatsApp not highlighted. Why? There is no WhatsApp function in the interface. There is no WhatsApp function in the
Interface.
interface. That is the reason it will not highlight it. Now come to concept.
Okay.
Come to concept. Now we are writing, we will learn only one line. Only for this line purpose we learn Java. That is interface name, reference name equal to new class name. Here is interface is iPhone. iPhone I equal to new iPhone. Interface iPhone equal to, here interface is iPhone. Reference name I equal to new model 1. Any model. Just you can take any model.
Yeah.
I am taking model 1. So previously class name reference name equal new class name. This is the line first concept we learned from Java. First concept only. Class name reference name equal new class name. Class name for example boy b1 equal new boy. But now this is the only one line. If you want to learn Selenium, it will be very useful. That is interface name reference name equal new class name. So iPhone I equal to new model 1. I dot call we can get. I dot message we can get. I dot result we can get. Next, iPhone I2 equal to new model. I2 dot call we can get. I2 dot message we can get. I2 dot reject we can get. I2 dot WhatsApp we can't get. Why we not getting WhatsApp? That WhatsApp function is not there in interface. That's the reason we can't get
Interface.
WhatsApp.
Yeah.
So this is the only one line purpose we learn Java, madam. Interface name, reference name equal new class name. This is the only one line. Whenever you are working with the Selenium, we will use every script.
Okay.
Interface name, reference name equal to new class name. That is the concept. Overriding and interface concept. Overriding and interface concept. Now we can enter into Selenium now. Okay, are you okay, madam?
Yeah.
Right. Now we can enter into Selenium. So using this line, what is that line? We learned one line from Java. What is that line, madam?
Interface name, reference name is equal to new class name.
This is the only one line we learned in Java. So only this line, only one line. If you know this line, you can work with Selenium very comfortably. So now we are entering into Selenium. What is Selenium? Already I told you introduction, but once again I will repeat you small, roughly I will repeat you. What is Selenium? Selenium ID is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. Selenium is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. Selenium having 4 components. One is Selenium IDE, Selenium RC, Selenium WebDriver.
You said after 3 more classes we'll start Selenium, right?
Which one?
After 3 more classes of Java, we'll start Selenium, no?
Oh, no. Already
I mean,
overriding.
whatever the
Only Java, only one concept is pending. That concept I will teach you later. And why? Because that is very confusing, so you can feel confused. That's the
Oh,
reason I left. Only one concept is there. So the concept I can
okay.
teach you middle of the Selenium. So where we can get that concept, that time I will teach you. So this is freshly,
Okay.
now you are entering into using this knowledge. Interface name, reference name equal new classroom. Using this knowledge, now we are entering into Selenium.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Selenium having four components: Selenium IDE, Selenium RC, Selenium WebDriver, and Selenium Grid. Already I told you introduction. Selenium IDE means integrated development environment. Selenium IDE is nothing but it is a integrated development environment. Selenium IDE is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. These set of programs we need to configure into one user interface. Why? Because these are the programs. Directly we can't interact with these programs. Compulsory we should have one user interface. In the place of user interface, we are using IDE only. No need to install somewhere. No need to install somewhere. Using Selenium IDE, we can perform very limited testing. That's the reason none of the people not using Selenium IDE nowadays. It is deprecated. It is deprecated. After that, they made Selenium RC. What is Selenium RC? Selenium RC is nothing but it is a software which contains some Java programs. Which contains some Java programs. These Java programs we need to configure into one user interface. We need to configure into one user interface. In the place of user interface, we are using Eclipse. We are using Eclipse. Eclipse is nothing but it is a powerful editor to write the Java programs. Eclipse is nothing but it is a powerful editor to write the Java programs. Eclipse is nothing but it is a powerful editor to write the Java programs. Whenever you want to work with the Selenium RC, we need to start the server manually and we need to stop the server manually. We need to start the server manually. We need to stop the server manually. So using Selenium RC also we can perform very limited testing. So that's the reason none of the people are using Selenium ID and Selenium RC. Both are deprecated. Both are deprecated. None of the people are using Selenium ID and Selenium RC. After that they made Selenium WebDriver. What is Selenium WebDriver? Selenium WebDriver is nothing but it is a software which contains some Java programs. These Java programs we need to configure into one user interface. In the place of user interface, we are using Eclipse only. Eclipse is nothing but it is a powerful editor to write the Java programs. So compulsory, if you want to configure Selenium WebDriver, so already we have Selenium WebDriver programs. This Selenium WebDriver programs we need to configure into Eclipse. So then that will be Selenium WebDriver. So that will be Selenium WebDriver. So what is Selenium WebDriver? Selenium WebDriver is nothing but it is a software which contains some Java programs. These Java programs we need to configure into one user interface. In the place of user interface, we are using Eclipse. So in the place of Eclipse, so just today first concept is Selenium WebDriver. Today first concept to Selenium WebDriver. Before going to Selenium WebDriver, how to configure Selenium WebDriver programs into Eclipse. Today concept is Selenium WebDriver. Why we are using Selenium WebDriver? So Selenium RC, Selenium WebDriver both set up same. What is the main use? Whenever you are comparing with the Selenium WebDriver, Selenium RC, Selenium WebDriver having some powerful set of programs. Using Selenium WebDriver, we can perform unlimited testing. Selenium WebDriver is very user friendly. Even fourth class kid also you can learn Selenium very comfortably, easily, simply, without knowing Java, without knowing anything. We can work with the Selenium WebDriver. So that's the reason most of the people they are choosing this Selenium WebDriver. Selenium WebDriver is very user friendly. So what is Selenium WebDriver? Without knowing anything, we can work with. In the first day itself, I told you. So without knowing anything, we can learn Selenium. So now still I am saying after Java completion, I am saying without knowing Java also we can learn Selenium. And end of the course also once again I will tell you without knowing Java also we can learn Selenium. So each and every session is recording. Each and every my word is recording. Not only you, worldwide people will see this video. I will after this class I will keep in YouTube. Okay. So without knowing Java also we can learn Selenium. Without knowing Java also we can learn Selenium. Why we learn Java? That's your question. Only for logic. Whenever you are working with a Selenium, so we will use some logic. The logic purpose we learn Java. That logic purpose. Without knowing that logic also we can learn Selenium. So without knowing, even fourth class kid also you can learn Selenium WebDriver. Even fourth class kid also you can learn Selenium WebDriver without knowing anything. Right. Now, how to configure Selenium WebDriver programs into Eclipse? Right. How to configure Selenium WebDriver programs into Eclipse? Already I have Selenium WebDriver programs. I have Selenium WebDriver programs. I have Selenium WebDriver programs. So these are the Selenium WebDriver programs. Still I am using old WebDriver programs only. So why I am using Selenium old WebDriver programs, I will explain you later. So these are the Selenium WebDriver programs. Here we have 37 programs. We have 37 jar files. So this jar files we need to configure into Eclipse. How to configure Selenium WebDriver programs into Eclipse? These are the Selenium WebDriver programs. So these WebDriver programs we need to configure into Eclipse. How to configure Selenium WebDriver programs into Eclipse? First concept, how to configure Selenium WebDriver programs into Eclipse. How to configure Selenium WebDriver programs into Eclipse? So just go to Eclipse, take new project, and take a new project, Java project. Click on next. Project name is WD. WD means WebDriver. Click on finish. No. Now, how to configure? Right click on project, go to properties, Java build path, libraries, add external jars, choose all jars already. I have in desktop, control all. This WebDriver programs I am configuring. Click on open, click on OK. Now, this is not Eclipse. This is Selenium WebDriver now. This is Selenium WebDriver. So, how to configure Selenium WebDriver programs in Eclipse? So already we discussed. Go to SRC, take the new class. Class name is I'm taking WD. Class name WD1. Keep the mark public static void menu. Main method I'm keeping. Click on finish. So these are the unwanted statements. Delete it. This is also unwanted. Delete it. Now here I'm writing WebDriver interface name, reference name WD equal to new Firefox driver. WebDriver WD equal to new Firefox driver. WD dot get HTTP. I want to work with Facebook. Facebook.com. Enough. Interface name, reference name equal new class name. So automatically, whenever you are writing, automatically, automatically, whenever you are writing, automatically, we can get go this options like underline. So this is called import. We need to import the statement. Change to Firefox or you open QS Selenium Firefox. It will change to Firefox. So now we can able to open the Facebook. Interface name WebDriver. Reference name WD equal to new class name. In the place of class, you can take any browser, Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, or Mozilla Firefox driver. So whatever you want, you can take it. In the place of class, we can take any browser. So right, save, click on run. It will open Facebook. It will open Facebook. Here is no Java. Here is no Java. Only one line purpose. Already I told you, na. Only one line. Only one line. That is interface name, reference name equal new class name. So that line I can by heart. It's easy. WebDriver WD equal new Firefox driver WD dot get. So it will open Facebook. It will open Facebook. Yes. So after opening Facebook, I want to give username and password. I want to give username and password. How to give username and password? So that is very important. How to give username and password. So whenever you are working with any web application, we have different web elements. We have different web elements. Close this window. We have different web elements. For example, so if it is any application, we have some web elements like one is select box, edit box, link, radio button, checkbox, button. These are the web elements. These are the web elements. So if it is select box, set box, select box or set box or edit box, we will use send keys. This is very important. If it is select box or edit box, we will use send keys. Under link radio button, checkbox button, we will use click. We will use click operation. Okay, right. So these are the web elements. For example, web elements means if it is edit box or select box, edit box, link box, radio box, checkbox or button, whatever it is, these are called web elements. Each and every web element having one unique location. Each and every web element having one unique location. That is called XPath. So we need to find out the XPath. XPath is nothing but it is a unique location of the web element. Unique location of the web element. XPath is nothing but it is a unique location of the web element. It is a unique location of the web element. So if we want to find out XPath, compulsory we should have Firebug. 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 What is Firebug? Firebug is nothing but it is a add-on of it is an add-on of Firefox. It is the add-on of Firefox which is used for inspecting the web element. Which is used
So
for
this add-on
inspecting the
will
web element.
help.
Add-on of Firefox. So we can get in only
No, no,
Firefox.
this will help us to recognize what particular thing is called in the
XPath.
code wise. Like,
Yes, madam. I will tell you,
okay,
madam. It is the
okay,
add-on of Firefox which is used for inspecting the web element. Which is used for
okay.
inspecting the web element. Next, Firepath. Where we can get Firepath? We have in only Firebug. We have in only Firebug. What is the use of Firepath? It is also add-on of Firefox, which is used for finding the XPath of the web element. It is a Firepath. It is also add-on of Firefox, which is used for finding the XPath of the web element. Which is used for finding the XPath of the web element. So compulsory, if we want to work with any application, compulsory we should download Firebug and Firepath. Now, how to download Firebug and Firepath we will discuss now. How to download Firebug and Firepath. Go to Google. Download Firebug. Just click on second link, madam. Actually, I'm using old WebDriver programs as well as I'm using old Firefox driver only. I'm using old WebDriver programs, so still I'm using old WebDriver programs only. Why, sir? Why you are using old WebDriver programs? That's your question. So I will tell you after this class or tomorrow. I will tell you why I am taking old WebDriver programs, old Firefox driver. I will tell you Just wait. Just click on second link. Just click on second link. Download. Just go to Google. Download Firebug. Just click on second link. Come down. Click on an older version. 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 Click on 1.9. Click on 1.9.0. Click on allow. Click on allow. So it will install within half minute.
Okay.
Install now. Installed. Just restart now. Browser will be restarted. Next, Firepath. Just click on first link. Click on add to Firefox. Click on allow. Click on install now. Click on restart now. Already I have. Oh,
Okay.
Firebug and Firepath installed. I want to work with Facebook. Just go to Facebook site. Now, so Firebug and Firepath installed or not? How we know? Just go to Firefox, Web Developer, Firebug, open Firebug. It will come. If you don't want, just click on Firebug, hide Firebug. And we have in another
Oh,
location,
great.
another way also. This is the Firebug option. That is the Firebug option. Just
Oh,
click
okay.
on that, automatically it will come. This is the fire path. Here it will show you X path. So each and every time we should activate this button, activator, each and every time. If you want to take the X path, you should accept. We should activate. Right. I want to email X path. So each and every button having one unique location, that is called X path. Each and every web element having one unique location, that is called X path. So first, I want to use the name X path. Okay, click on that. So here we can get to use the name X path. Copy it. Come to Eclipse. So now write it. WD dot. Just write WD dot. Write F. Automatically find element will come. Enter by dot X path. I'm giving X path dot send keys. I'm giving ID Akhil Reddy HYD1 at gmail.com. Next, I want to give the password. So I want to give the password. WD dot find element by dot XPath. I'm giving XPath.
What do you mean by here?
It is a predefined class, madam.
Oh, okay.
By is a predefined class, WebDriver is a predefined class, and Firefox driver is a predefined class. So whenever you are
Okay.
writing by, so compulsory we need to import the statements. If it is not importing, it will show error like this. So we should
Then
just
how do we know how many kinds of find elements, like how many predefined things are there already in Selenium?
yeah, I will tell you, madam. Each and every session, what is the
Okay.
predefined class, what is predefined method, I will tell you, madam. So
Okay.
here get is a predefined method. Get is a predefined method. WebDriver is a predefined
Okay.
class. Firefox driver is a predefined class. How we know, sir, if it is predefined class or not? So whenever you are writing, automatically it will show underline. After importing the statements, we can get here. So these are the predefined classes. Here we have three predefined
Mm-hmm.
classes by WebDriver and Firefox driver. Dot send keys. I'm giving password is something. I forgot my password.
Very nice.
WD dot find element by dot xpath login button xpath. Copy. Control V. Dot click. If it is button, we will use click. So WebDriver WD call new Firefox driver WD dot get HTTP Facebook dot on WD dot find element by XPath. I'm giving ID. Send keys. I'm giving ID. WD dot find element by XPath. I'm giving password XPath. So just go and get the password XPath. Activate. Go and get the password XPath. Click on login button. Save. Click on run. So here is any Java required, madam? Is there any Java, madam?
No.
No, nothing will be there, madam. Already I told you, na. First class itself, I already told you. Without knowing anything, here is no need to learn anything. Without knowing anything, we can work with Selenium very comfortably. Without my support, without Google support, after this class, you can work with any application, any application. Already I told you, select box, edit box. So we will use send keys. Remaining button, link, checkbox, radio box, we will use click. This is the only one line you should remember. So after that, you can work with any
Okay.
application, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is today's session. Compulsory you should do practice. Okay. This
Yeah.
recorded file I will send you, as well as WebDriver programs also I will send you now. And Mozilla Firefox 12 version, you should have Mozilla Firefox 12 version only. If it is latest version, it will not work. If it is latest version, it will not work. So why I'm saying latest version is not working. So if you want to work with latest version, you should download WebDriver latest programs, and you should download Mozilla Firefox latest version. So after 2 days, if it is change, if it is WebDriver or Firefox, any version change, it will not work once again. Once again, you should check in Google which version is comfortable with WebDriver programs. So every day we need to do only, we should concentrate only on which version is working with WebDriver programs. So time waste process. That's the reason I'm giving old WebDriver programs as well as old Firefox driver. So, sir,
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't want to work with the old WebDriver programs. So you can go and download WebDriver programs, and every day you should change. Every day you should install or download the WebDriver programs as well as Mozilla Firefox, and you should check compatibility. So each and every time, that is the only one thing you should do. So no need to worry. This is the live application. I'm working with the live application. If it is old WebDriver programs or new WebDriver programs, that is not mandatory. But whenever you are working with any software company, the company people will be give you that one WebDriver programs as well as that suitable version, and they will install in your PC, and they will give you. Just you should work with that version.
Okay.
So this recorded file, WebDriver programs and Firefox, I will send you now.